What's up, YouTube fam?
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Candace, and I create videos all about natural hair and lifestyle topics. So if that sounds interesting to you, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so that way you'll be notified every time I upload, and stay tuned. Okay guys, so in this video I'm going to give you my 6 tips on how to retain length. As you know, for natural hair, kinkier hair, curlier hair, it is hard for us to retain our length. It always seems like maybe our hair isn't growing. We're thinking our hair can't grow, but y'all, our hair does grow. We just have to try harder to retain our length. But don't worry girl, I got you. I'm about to tell you the tea on how to keep your length, huh? Because it's growing, okay? We just gotta keep it. We gotta keep it. Oh, and y'all say hey to Storm because he get mad if y'all don't acknowledge him. So say hey because this joker always trying to be in all my videos. Anyway, so my first tip is to comb, detangle, or style on wet or damp hair. Y'all do not try to comb or brush dry hair because your hair will snap, crackle, and pop, okay? Like, I feel like at this point you should maybe know that, but if you don't, that's okay, hun. I'm here to let you know. Do not do your hair, do not style your hair, do not comb, do not detangle, do not brush your hair on dry hair, sis. Your hair needs some type of moisture to provide slip so that way that comb or brush can easily glide through and not cause any breakage. Oh, and also while detangling, start from the bottom and work your way up. Start combing at the bottom, get those knots out first, then work your way up, and take your time, sis. Go slow and work in small sections. Don't just be ripping through your hair because that causes breakage. My number 2 tip is to use low manipulation styles. So as you may or may not have seen, in my video on how I grew waist length hair twice, I give you guys the tip of leaving your hair alone, keep your hands out of it, stop messing with it, and I'm going to tell you why in this video. So with low manipulation hairstyles, you're limiting the chance of breakage. Excess combing, brushing, or daily styling, all of that will mess up your hair because you're constantly messing with it. You're constantly bending it, twirling it, whatever, and it's breaking it, and it's breaking your hair because you're creating these weak points in your hair. So I'm gonna give y'all an example. This is a Q-tip, but we're gonna pretend it's your hair strand, okay? So the Q-tip or your hair strand is solid. It's pretty solid, you know. There aren't any crooks in it or anything like that. Like, it's straight. You see? Ooh. Can y'all see? But anyway, y'all know what a Q-tip look like. It's straight. But if you're constantly messing with it, bending it, just like your hair, if you're always combing it, brushing it, you're bending it, until sooner or later, it's just gonna break. Oh, look, it broke. So that's your hair, honey. That's your hair. That's why I always try to tell you guys to leave it alone. And so any low manipulation style where you're not keeping your hair or not always having to style it every day will work. I do wash and goes because that works for me. I just did this wash and go this morning, and I will not do my hair until today's Sunday. I probably won't do my hair again until Saturday. But you don't have to do wash and goes. The whole point is just to keep your hands out of your hair. So if you want to do a twist out, braid out, perm rod set, flexi rod set, if you want to do protective styling, get you some cornrows, some cute little Beyonce lemonade braids, I don't know, whatever you get. Just keep your hands out your head, honey, okay? Deal with it once to get your cute little style at one time, and then leave it alone. Don't keep trying to keep combing or brushing or styling your hair. Majority of the time, I'm keeping my hands out of my hair. But if I do need to manipulate my hair some type of way before that next week is up, I'm going to wet my hair like I told y'all in step 1. I'm going to wet my hair, make sure my hair is soaking wet, and then manipulate it. I'm not going to manipulate my hair while it's dry. Okay, so my 3rd tip is to make sure that you have a good protein moisture balance. Y'all, I just learned this because my hair was doing horrible, and it had nothing to do with like my length retention at that point. It was just that my hair was all limp and weak, like it was like my hair was flaccid, you know. So I didn't know what was going on with my hair, and then I found out that my hair was suffering from high growth fatigue because I was deep conditioning for too much, way too long. Like, I know like the directions will say, let's see, what would the directions say? Leave it in for 30 minutes. I'll leave it in all night. Just because I was too lazy and I feel like washing it out. Like, you know, I was being lazy. Like I told you, I'm lazy natural. And even when I come to deep conditioning, I will leave it in all day until the next day just because I didn't feel like rinsing it out, getting back in that shower. So my hair was so limp and weak. And so if you do a protein treatment, it gets your hair back to where it was. Because too much of anything is a bad thing. Like I said, if you use too much moisture, your hair can become limp, weak. You can get the high growth fatigue like I did. And so you'll need a protein treatment to fix that. But on the other hand, if you have too much protein in your hair can become dry and brittle. And then that's when you need a deep conditioner treatment, some type of moisture to remedy that. So what I do now is, like, I think in my last video, I told y'all that I deep condition once a week. But now I swap it out. So instead of doing a deep conditioning treatment every week, I do it every other week. So one week I will do my deep conditioning treatment with the SheaMoisture Intensive Hydration Hair Mask, which is this right here. Y'all can't see it. It's alright. Y'all know what it looked like. And then the next week I will go in with the Aphogee Curlific Texture Protein Treatment. And y'all still can't see it, but I'll link everything down below, so don't worry about it. But yeah, so I alternate between these two every week. So one week a deep conditioner, 1 week a protein treatment. This week was a deep conditioner week. So she's looking moisturized and juicy. And I can definitely tell a difference with the protein treatment because whenever I do the protein treatment, it's like my hair gets a little pop. Man, this lip gloss is messing up my pops. It ain't doing right. But yeah, it gives me a little extra pop whenever I do my protein treatment. So yeah. But you need to figure out what's best for your hair. So let's just say that you want to start out like how I'm doing and alternating between each week. But then you're noticing that your hair is becoming dry and brittle still. Then it means you need to do less of the protein treatment and more of the deep conditioning treatment. So instead of alternating every other week, maybe just do this once a month. Like, you have to listen to your hair to figure out what's best. Okay, so my fourth tip is no heat. I feel like this is pretty common knowledge, but you know, I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. Maybe y'all missed this tip. Maybe y'all missed this educational natural hair 101 thing. But you should know, no heat. Why? Because heat causes damage. It burns and fries and crisps your hair, so that way it becomes weak. Especially direct heat like flat irons and blow dryers can fry your hair and cause breakage. So just save it for the special occasions, okay? Maybe somebody get married, you got your graduation, just save it. And tip number 5 is to moisturize your ends. The ends of your hair tend to be the most fragile because they're the oldest. So just add a little bit more product to the ends, give it a little bit more love, you know. And just keep them moisturized, you know, because you definitely want to prevent the breakage and split end. And my very last tip, which is number 6, is to protect your hair from harsh fabrics. So cotton is very harsh on our hair. So if you have a cotton pillowcase, the cotton will absorb all the moisture from your hair and it can cause your strands to tangle or break. So, you know, use a satin pillowcase or get you a bonnet, something that will give you a layer of protection between the cotton pillow and your hair. Because the satin pillowcase or the satin bonnet will just allow your hair to just glide across, honey. Just glide and glide. But yeah, satin will allow your hair to glide across the fabric so it won't cause any friction or breakage. Alright guys, so those were all my tips on how to retain length. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel and share this video if you care. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.